Hi, I'm Jess Davenport, and I am a part of New Generations, the climate justice pilot group of the UMW. One of the reasons I'm passionate about climate justice is because I've spent a lot of time working in the field of housing, both in and out of the church, although I would say it's all ministry, specifically with those who live in substandard housing and our neighbors who are unhoused, so folks who are homeless. And I've noticed through this work that climate change disproportionately affects parts of our population. A lot of times it's people of color, it's a classist issue in addition to a race issue, and it's a gender issue. So I kind of see this coming together when folks don't have access to the housing they need. So part of climate justice for me and being part of the church is that we are called by our Methodist social principles to be in ministry with the marginalized, and to do what we feel called to do by God to create a just world and society. So by creating a just world and society, a big part of that has to do with climate justice. It's not something we can parcel out from our work for the advancement of women, for the advancement of people of color, for those who are our global brothers and sisters who are experiencing the negative effects of climate change. They're kind of all one issue for me. So I see these interwoven as a part of ministry and feel very called to the work of climate justice as it relates to the intersections of race and class and gender.
Hello, I'm Kaylee Vickers, and I am here with the New Generations group, the United Methodist Women. I am Native American, and I also serve on the Native American International Caucus as well as the Native American Comprehensive Plan. And climate justice is dear to my heart. On the caucus and also on the comprehensive plan, we work on Native issues, social issues all across the world. And so climate justice is very dear to my heart because many of my people are struggling in today's time with things that are happening on the reservation, no running water, no electricity. My own people are struggling with lack of clean water. Lack of clean water. And we are in the process of trying to fix this problem. And we have a cancer cluster where my tribe is dying off. And it's very sad. But also, to make the world a better place, I have a daughter that is almost 2. And to know that I need to pass this down to the next 7 generations to make a difference is why I'm so passionate to have a better earth. As the Indian proverb says, we do not inherit the earth, but we borrow it from our children. So I want to continue to do this work and stay passionate about it so one day my daughter won't have to fight as hard to have clean water or to have to fight the disease of cancer, as long as many other people all across the nation.
Hi, my name is Cassie. I'm a member of the New Generations group with the United Methodist Women. I first became interested in climate justice while I was on a mission trip to Nicaragua, and I came face to face with the clean water issues, water as a vital resource to humankind and to the environment. Unclean water is a health issue for women and elderly and the children in the area. And it's not only an issue that's found in Nicaragua, but all over the world, and not to any particular group of people, but this affects everyone. And when I returned to my home state of West Virginia, I was trying to envision my own personal effects of how I could have a positive impact on the environment and alleviate some of the suffering and the burdens of climate change and climate injustice on the lower income people in the area and people of color particularly. But one main factor that I feel limits but also inspires me is the culture of coal in my region, and how I grew up around people who idealize the coal industry as a provider of jobs and resources, but that also has a huge impact on the environment, especially through mountaintop removal coal mining. And I feel that this program can really empower people to make a positive change.
Hi, my name is Jael Prin, and I am also a part of the New Generations group from the United Methodist Women. I studied environmental science at school with groundwater hydrology and environmental regulation, but truly I feel as though my passion came before that. Being a kid, playing outside, nothing is better than green grass and blue skies. I think what really made it feel real to me, though, was when I did a mission trip to Honduras with my local church and noticing the differences in lifestyles, even the simple things as being able to play outdoors and being able, they had to burn their own trash and everything like that too. So that really brought it to life for me as well, that it's not just our world, there are so many other people that live here and that need these resources, and that we all need to share and take care of each other. Not everybody is able to do that. Being from Idaho, there's not as many of the issues going on that there are in other places in the world, such as fracking or mountaintop removal. So I feel truly blessed to live in a place like that. But it also makes me appreciate the greater beauty that is around us. And seeing that every day and working with children with my job really encourages me that we can make a difference, and that if everybody starts now, then it will be better for our children as well.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Deliris Agosto, pertenezco al grupo de New Generation también. Soy de la Conferencia Metodista de Puerto Rico. Tengo una maestría en gerencia ambiental y actualmente represento a la Iglesia Metodista de Puerto Rico en una organización sin fines de lucro que busca aconsejar a las personas y enseñarle a las personas acerca del cambio climático y los efectos que está teniendo acerca, ¿verdad?, en las islas cercanas a Puerto Rico y en el Caribe. Actualmente estoy realizando mi estudio de investigación acerca de los efectos en la calidad del agua de los vertederos de Puerto Rico en nuestros sistemas de agua. Desde pequeña siempre me ha interesado lo que es el servicio a nuestro ambiente, el cuidado a nuestro ambiente, porque pues, de ello depende, ¿verdad?, nuestra vida, y es lo que nosotros vamos a dejar en el futuro a nuestros hijos y a las demás personas que vengan después de nosotros. Es mi esperanza y mi propósito poder servir a la Iglesia Metodista y poder hacer crecer a la Iglesia Metodista una más con el pensamiento hacia lo que es lo ecoamigable y lo que es el servicio al ambiente. Muchas gracias.
My name is Sarah Kellogg, and while I've always been interested in the environment and in environmental issues, I think for me the climate justice issue came to light really when I was working in Alaska as a fish processor, and I became aware of some proposed mines that would affect the fisheries and then be built in these really pristine areas. Just learning more about what mineral extraction does to the land and how it affects the people just kind of brings together the intersectionality of climate justice, and it's just really important to me that we are aware of how our lives affect others.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Rumsey, and I'm a member of the United Methodist Women's New Generation group. I first became interested in climate justice when I majored in environmental studies in college. I studied the field of environmental science from many different perspectives, including politics and philosophy. And what that taught me was that the environment is integrated into our everyday lives and every aspect of society. I further became interested in climate justice when I developed the climate justice simulation, the backbone for it, for the United Methodist Women. Doing that, I researched many environmentally unjust situations happening right here at home in the United States, and it just was incredible to see what was going on and how the people who are affected are oftentimes the people who have the least resources to deal with the negative effects. And it also taught me that the environment and people are very closely tied together. When you hurt the environment, you also hurt people. And I currently work for Grid Alternatives in Washington, D.C. It's a solar power nonprofit organization. I like it because it addresses social justice and climate change. What we do is we put solar panels on people of low incomes houses so they don't have to pay a lot for their electricity bills. So it takes greenhouse gases out of the air while helping people of low incomes save money on energy bills. So I enjoyed that a lot, and I've really enjoyed being here at the Mission U training for climate justice.
Hi everybody, my name is Kelly Schaefer and I'm from Michigan. And I work in agriculture ministry, and I am so excited to be able to talk to you about why I am interested in climate justice. I have worked with rural farmers from all over the world and was able to hear more firsthand about what's going on in those rural farms and how often people are being exploited for their land, and the land is also really overwrought with chemical use, and land is also really destroyed by some companies coming in and taking over land that it does not belong to them. So when I got back from doing some of that work with people from all over the world, I've been working in the U.S. And working in rural areas with some people to also start growing our own food and doing some educational programming around that, and talking about how we can serve God by growing food together.